Welcome to the Awakened Healer podcast. I'm your host, Mary Beth Vanderlinden. I'm an ordained Christian minister, international intuitive healer, healer trainer, speaker, and retreat facilitator. On the Awakened Healer podcast, myself and a wide variety of fascinating guests will share our gifts and divine experiences. I won't shy away from diving deep and asking big questions during these conversations. In turn, we will open up and share our deepest thoughts on spirituality, angels, intuitive development, crystals, healing of all kinds, and how bridging ancient wisdom with modern science can bring you to a deep and profound healing in every area of your life. Welcome to the Awakened Healer podcast. I'm your host, Mary Beth Vanderlinden. Today, I want to talk to you about the healing power of the violet flame. I like to give you tools that you can use for healing on your own. Have you ever heard of the violet flame? Have you ever wondered about it? The violet flame is one of the greatest yet lesser known spiritual tools on the planet, and really a tremendous gift from God. It's just something that can help to heal all areas of your life. It's an aspect of God's light and energy. The violet flame comes from the violet ray, which has the qualities of mercy, forgiveness, freedom, and transmutation. So science, they have demonstrated that of the 7 major colors of the visible spectrum, violet has the highest frequency, and it's at the point of transition to the next octave of light vibration. So that's kind of scientific, but the whole meaning is it's like the highest frequency out there, and so it can really help us. But there are more discoveries to do with the violet flame every day, and the discoveries are about how our thoughts, how our emotions can really affect our health. Research has shown that hatred and other negative thoughts and negative feelings actually create excess amounts of acid in the body, and the body can't assimilate them. And so that's where a lot of issues are coming from. But these negative thoughts and feelings, often they originate in the emotional or the psychological problems that we deal with. And so the violet flame can help to resolve that. The scars of our old hurts and painful memories can actually be healed and dissolved when healing with the violet flame. And it kind of sounds like something from some strange sci-fi movie, but it is actually scientifically proven, as are many of the energy healing techniques today. They, it used to be that science, they kind of put down, or they say, oh, those woo-woo people or whatever. But after doing all kinds of studies and research, they're finding that the woo-woo people had it going on, that they really did know that these things were healing. They have found the same thing with grounding. There was a huge study done about 10 years ago by 3 of the top cardiologists, and now they say that grounding is the most important aspect to everyone's healing and health. And they used to just like put it down like, oh, those tree hugging nuts, or, whatever. And so science is finally catching up to a lot of what's always been here, what God put on earth and gave us to heal ourselves. They're finally proving that there's science behind it, that it is a fact. So amethyst is a gemstone that most people have heard of, most people have seen, a lot of people own. And the colors purple and violet have been treasured all through the ages and have been used for healing. The garments of royalty, the crowns and jewels of royalty often contained amethyst or other purple or violet stones. They were also used in religious ceremonial vestments. You would have seen shades of purple. So violet and purple are becoming increasingly popular in color healing. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Dr. Bernard Jensen. He's actually a renowned pioneer of research in the healing arts, especially iridology, where they take, they study your eye. And they study color therapy. And they really attest to the fact that violet and purple are the highest of all colors for healing. He has found that the frequency of purple and violet activates the pituitary gland. And so if you have an amethyst crystal, you can just shut this off for a moment, put it on pause. I'm sure with podcasts you can do that. And take your amethyst crystal, just get in a really comfortable position and just hold that amethyst crystal up to your third eye. So between the eyebrows and about 1/2 inch to 1 inch above the center of them. And just hold that crystal to your forehead. Really take your time. You might want to take, 5 minutes or so. And really be aware of anything that you experience. We don't need scientific research. We can actually feel the effects of it on ourselves. And Dr. Jensen says this vibratory rate brings out all we need in order to put the body into harmony. And thinking of a person, praying for a person, and projecting thoughts out to that person in the purple flame does a great amount of good, a great amount of healing. And so that's one of the studies that they conducted. Just really take your time and do another little exercise. Take 5 to 20 minutes even to just visualize the color purple or focus on an object that's the color purple. Again, be aware of what you experience. Before you start, take a deep breath and say out loud, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, where is my energy now? Okay. You may have gotten one number that popped in and right behind it another number. You want to always go with the first one. The first one is spirit. Ego comes in right behind and will try to change it. Ego wants to stay in control. So just remember that first number. And then after meditating on purple for a period of time, do that same exercise again. What change did you get in your energy? Okay. So really, pay attention to that. You can even journal it. Write down the first number you got, focus on the color purple just in your mind or on an object. I like to visualize myself just sitting in a field of violet or purple flowers with the sun shining down on me. And just, do whatever feels comfortable for you. But, once you're done, do it again and see what the change in your energy was. If you've read some of the Bible, you may remember the story of Moses and the burning bush. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. That's actually Exodus 3:2. The bush wasn't consumed because it was a spiritual fire, the violet fire, the violet flame. The violet flame is not destructive other than burning away the negative. So what does the violet flame actually do? The violet flame, it has the power to transmute negative energy or to transmute negative karma. So this means to change the burdens of negative energy that we have accumulated through the ages into positive energy. When you meditate on purple, when you visualize purple, and you focus on that for a bit, you'll feel lighter, happier. You don't have to suffer through so many of the bad aspects of life. It kind of shifts those for you. So the violet ray is really a tool to help us in our lives. It will help physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When you call upon the violet flame through mantras or through visualizations, this spiritual flame restores the flow of light and energy in the body, mind, and soul. The violet flame consumes not only the outer manifestation of negative karma, the symptoms that we see, such as ill health or financial troubles, but it also, how do I say this? It also, its roots and causes, like erasing the record of harm we've done to others in this life or previous lives, or even to ourselves in other lifetimes or this lifetime. So it's a high vibration that penetrates our nervous system, our heart, our entire physical body, but also our psyche. I'm not quite sure how to say that. And it goes to the cause and core of the disease or the mental and emotional problems. So it'll also go to the root of spiritual issues and help in the healing process. It dissolves our negative thoughts and feelings on contact, turning them into positive and harmonious thoughts or feelings. It's great for helping with relationship issues. I know we talked about relationship issues last week, and this is another tool to put in your tool belt. So this is just, again, another great tool to put in your healing tool belt. So give it a go and let me know what you experience. Go ahead, hold the amethyst to your third eye. Go ahead, do the 1 to 10 exercise and then focus on purple for 5 to 20 minutes and really be aware of what you experience. I really encourage you to journal it. And then I would love to know, seriously. So shoot us an email, or you can go, to the podcast and, put your comments there. But let me know what you experience when doing these exercises. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me, and abundant blessings to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me on the Awakened Healer podcast. Did you enjoy the show? If yes, please subscribe and give me 5 on a review, that is, on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a review or your comments and let me know what you loved or would love to learn about on future shows. We all need encouragement, including me. Find out more information on my website at spiritledhealinginstitute.com. Be blessed, and remember, if you're good with you and good with God, you're good.